What's up, my guys? See DJ Boom and Al in the house. Nice to see you guys. I'm gonna be uploading all of the files from yesterday onto this guy. It should be good. I want to just burn right through that. Let me turn these off so we can actually see what they look like in comparison to yesterday's. So you might be able to see. I don't think you can. Nope, they're way down there in the background. You can't see them. Maybe I should have turned them on or something. But what's up, guys? I was super stoked yesterday. That was so cool seeing all those different animations. So I'm gonna see how fast I can go through showing off the files that you guys submitted in Sequential Squad, and it's gonna be cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and upload. First off, let me just show you what I have on here. This is just from the last time that I messed with these lights, and this was just an example of, I don't know, some little not very well thought out animations that I just added on there. I feel like, I don't know. I don't even remember when these ones came from. This one's cool. This has that little progressive little guy, and then it does the little woo-woos, and then it starts over. So that's cool. But we are going to add all of those cool things from yesterday. So let me make sure I have my files open like I did yesterday, and then we're just gonna dive in and load up those things here. Should be dope. So this will be kind of just the end of the contest, the end of this whole lead up to all of this stuff, which has been cool. You guys have been submitting stuff and chatting in the Facebook group and doing all those things, and it will all turn into very cool things. Jonathan in the house, what up, man? So yeah, I'm just really excited about the handoff that I feel like is going to happen. I really want to see this community kind of drive itself, and that's not going to happen if it only works because there's daily videos and, you know, live streams and stuff like this. I want everybody like Tim and DJ Boom, people connecting around the world, to be able to just collaborate and help each other out and make cool stuff. I'm especially excited to see Tim's files on these taillights today, especially to show with DJ Boom watching, knowing that he's going to be getting lights exactly like this with the animations on the inside and the outside, like the ones that we did for our dude Richard Slush HD. The only cool, actually not, I don't know, I just have a community full of cool Richards, yet our like Karen of, you know, names that we call people is Richard. It's because for short we like to say that guy is Dick. All right, Dick. That's the plan, but we love Richard. All the Richards we got, we love them. As a matter of fact, I'm not gonna call him out, but there's a certain DJ that I love as well. So I'm not trying to talk bad on his name, it's just an inside joke. All right, let's do cool animation stuff. I'm going to load these guys up with our Picket 3 programmer. And again, today, for people that are just logging in or watching the replay, we're gonna load files that you created. You sent those files to me in a contest, and we're gonna play them on these lights. We played them on lights yesterday. Now we have another set of taillights up there, and then some headlights over there. We're gonna put all of the different animations that you guys built specifically to show off on those lights, put them on the stream, and then let everybody watching the stream vote and say whoever has the coolest animations that they came up with, whoever gets the most votes, that person's gonna win cool stuff. First place is a pair of ghost modules, 130 bucks. Second place, it's a $100 online course that you can take. And the third place is gonna be the Corso Motion LED strips, which are really bright LEDs that you can use to work with Ghost and make your own custom shapes and animate and do all of this fun stuff at home. If you had all three of those things, the course, the Ghost, and the Corso Motion strips, that'd be like the gauntlet. Snap your fingers, everybody ceases to exist. It's awesome. Okay, let's go. So for now, this is the animation we have, and I opened up the computer program that we need to change things up. So there we go. We're gonna start backwards today. We waited till the end to show off Tim's files yesterday. Today we are going to start with Tim's files. So we're gonna say on the right side, which is going to be this guy. This is going to be the passenger. So just like you see on screen there, the right side is going to be the file that I update first. And make sure that we're all safe and good to go. Turning off the animations. I'm plugging in the Picket 3, which if you haven't seen, we have no signal. Let's try that again. So I'm going to plug these guys in right here. And then I'm going to switch to a GoPro that finally is on because I forgot to turn it on. And now we're plugged in. So I'm taking from the computer to this Picket 3 into this Ghost module right here and loading this file from my dude Tim to submit it on my website right here along with all of these fine gentlemen. So let's see. Yeah, so we have all these guys have sent their files in so far. And now we want to see what they do. Super excited. Here goes Mr. Tim's files. Right. Meow. I think. Reload it just in case. So right is passenger. Boom. Programming. What it looks like while it's programming. You know it's doing stuff because it's beeping at you. R2-D2 style. Dick his tails? I don't know if you're talking about a specific Dick, but these are the same style tails that one of my favorite guys out there named Dick is gonna get. It's coming up. America's Garage question: are you using a 3D printer to make custom housings yet? I am not. I won't be, because that's just not my lane, bro. But somebody's lane is perfect for that. Somebody that knows a whole lot about 3D printing is doing that. And my job is to tell you guys about that guy, not to be that guy. I like who I am. I'm good to go. I don't want to be anybody else. So this whole channel is about you guys learning about who's the #1 leader in one area or the other. I'm not interested in learning everything. I already know way too many things to be executing on all of those awesome things that I know at the level that I want to be. And so I'm trying to weed out. I'm saying no to everything. Everybody's like, hey, will you build me this? Hey, will you build me that? And I'm like, no, 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 no. Not because I don't want to, because that would not be good for all of those people. Least of all, this guy. It's a trap. You should specialize. You should be good. And my man, I've never talked about 3D printing, which means there's not going to be 3D printing on this channel, me teaching you guys about it, unless it's me highlighting somebody else, like Dan Evans at Ghost Lighting, who has been awesome in everything with the epidemic going on right now. All over the Facebook stuff he's posting is things that he's been 3D printing and getting out there to help with face masks and all that. That's what I'm talking about. And that guy is down. He wants to make all kinds of cool stuff. Maybe if there's a 3D printer guy that wants to do full housings, I've seen people are doing it, then they should reach out to me and we should talk and we should get a spotlight on that company. Make it happen. But today, we're spotlighting guys that did this. Not work with 3D printers, but did a bunch of coding and then submit their code that they made so that they could see it live on the channel. And we're gonna get right back to that right now. Okay, so I've loaded up one of those files for Mr. Tim. Said I wasn't gonna make him wait, then I totally made him wait just now. What a jerk. What a jerk I am. Okay, here we go. I'm plugging this. Plugging it in on this little fella right here. And then clicking a button. Button's been clicked. Files are loading. We're about to behold awesomeness. And I'm excited. Here we go. I've got a little button here. I'm gonna push it. It's gonna be good. Buyout. Mr. Tim. Making cool things. Where's the one? Where's the one? Ooh, I love that wind up craziness. Whoa, it's weird seeing it on this one. It's offset, right? It's like tilted and then it's weird because the way that this one's wired up puts the LEDs in a different arrangement, just slightly, just enough to where a couple of the things don't translate nearly as well on these as they did on the other. Like that, you could tell as it was going side to side, it wasn't staying perfectly vertical. It was like on one of them it was this way and on one of them it was that way. Very interesting to see how all of this stuff translates on here. That wind up is dope though. That I freaking love. Obviously this I love. So nuts. All right. So there is Tim's show mode 1. Let's check out show mode 2. This is a much more universal look. Blink, blink, move over, blink, blink, move back. Blink, blink, move over. So I actually had to watch that a couple times to actually pick up what it was doing 100%. All right. Super dope. Parking light. Ooh, and look at that. That comes on at an angle very much like the others, but that whole, like, instead of it being perfectly vertical. Tim, if you're watching, I think you are. Yeah, Tim is watching. So what do you think about the fact that this is offset as opposed to being vertical like your others? This is kind of like a diagonal, and that had nothing to do with your coding. This is how I wired it. He's like, I'm here. So do you like it vertical, like the 09 to 14 style better, or do you think that it translates the same? Do you think anything's lost in the translation? I think that that like going row by row was lost on the arrangement of LEDs on this, which has nothing to do with you. Your file's freaking amazing. Sunny, ha! Merc Garage, Trin Speed 226, and Jay Stegman? I almost said Stegerman, and then I didn't. Either way, I'm happy to have you, Jay. It's dope. What glue did you use, Tim? We talk about the Elmer's debate. You silly boys. It's different. I like the older style, just how I envisioned it. Yeah, exactly. I agree. I think because Tim designed it for the older style lights, when we see it on a set of lights that wasn't specifically designed for it, we're wishing that it did the same things that the other ones did perfectly. So let me show you. That's our brake light and our parking light. Now we've got our turn signal. Let's check those guys out. So same deal here. I think at the end of the day, it just comes down to the way that the LEDs start and finish are offset on this particular set of lights. And not because they have to be. I think I could have wired them up another way. I'm certainly not going to redo 48 wire connections. But I love the fact that we know how amazing that file looked on the 09 to 14s. So, Tree Speed, you know me. Some people packages was sent to me by mistake. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, I do. I got you. Did you ever find those packages? Dude, I lost like probably like $150 or something by continuously shipping my man the wrong his box to the wrong dude. Tree Speed here was the wrong dude. So I sent stuff to him. I think stuff showed up on the doorstep, vanished. XK Chrome controller, custom wire harness. I had to make it twice. And that dude hated my guts by the time he got it. And it's okay, because he got it. And I don't need him to like me. I just need him to have the thing he paid for. So we're good. Lessons maybe not learned, but corrected? I don't know. Anyway, let's look at more animation files. We've got from our boy... It was Al. Let's check out Al's file. So he's got his driver's side here. Let's turn these off. And let's see. Yeah, so I think somebody just jacked a package off dude's doorstep. That sucks. My fault. It shouldn't have been there in the first place. Alright, we are plugged in currently to driver's side, so I believe I'm good. I believe I can fly. I'm gonna plug this thing into the next one after this is done. So we're going. Come on. How's everything up in your way right now, man? You're up in New York, right? How's the world in New York these days? All right. Damn it. Here we go. So now we are going to upload the passenger side from Al. Boof. There it is, communicating. Whoa. DJ Boom says this package is still at Miami Airport from April 25th. Damn. From what? What package? That's terrible. Okay. And let's check them out. Let's check them out. Show mode Juan. Dude, again, I really like this animation. I do. I like that it breaks it up. And it, like, look at that weird action going on there. Just the blinky little shiny aspect where it comes on at one point and it goes to the other. I think, Al, you absolutely killed it on these, dude. I'm so stoked watching my dude go from, like, the ground up and just crush it. Like, he's only been making lights at all for, like, 8 seconds. If you guys like Al's animation in chat, just give a thumbs up. Just give him a thumbs up. Just let him know that what he's doing is awesome, that he should keep going. Cause I'm inspired just watching my dude. So good. Alright, we're gonna check out show mode 2. I wanna see some thumbs, boys. Thumbs for Al. Here we go. Show mode 2. Yeah, this is the one that I say if we adjust it to where one flows to the next a little bit like more seamless, I think that's the only way that you can really build those. I have no idea how my dude Tim pulled off what he did, but like it was crazy just watching how seamless it moved across light to light. Oh, the insanity. There you go, Al. People support you, bro. You can do it. You can do it. All right, let's check out your parking light. Very nice. Very flashy. Quick to the point, but it's got some style. You can see it skips an LED on the first round, and then they all come on. And then we got some crazy brake lights that I don't think anybody should ever use. Love you, Al. These are scary. I'm like, I'm kind of braking. No. I think these have a 10-second timeout. Let's look at his files really quick. We haven't done this yet today. Let's open up our sequence designer, and we're gonna open up Al's file because I am curious to see what we got. So we got live stream, Al, challenge, tail light, who cares which side? We've got, yeah, a 10-second timeout. So I think that this number, this is how long it's gonna take before you get the cool effect of stepping on the brake. I tend to like it around 3 to 5. 3 is just good for demonstrating purposes. So like, I'll show you guys. Oh, this will be cool. I'll do it on just one side. So which side's plugged in currently? Passenger. Okay, so I'm gonna compile it, but I'm not gonna upload it right now. So, oh God, please be, yes. Okay, so I'm gonna do this on that side and then overwrite the file, and then I'm gonna do it to the other side as well, which is right here. So let's open up Al's other file. We're gonna make that one little change, save it, upload it, and then I'm gonna show you side by side only one of them with the update so that you get to see the difference of the timeout. I think that's super important to know what it's gonna look like. So again, we're gonna take this number here, drop that down to 3. I'm trying to just do this all with one hand. All right, and this time it's gonna say, do you wanna reload it in the program that flashes the file, which is this one? So yes, I do. Close that. 49% used. Got our hex file. Whoa, uh-oh. This one says 50% use, so we have a discrepancy. Not sure what it is though. That's interesting. Okay, I'm just gonna click program and hopefully turn these off, which I always forget to do. So now I'm gonna turn them back on. Programming is complete, and this one is gonna flash, do the weird little brake light thing, and so is this one. But then I'm gonna turn it off and I'm gonna wait 3 seconds and I'm gonna hit it again. You're gonna see that this one has not been updated. The file has not. So it's just gonna go solid brake. This one is gonna do the weird little animation again. Ready? So first off, they'll do it together. It's like, oh, I'm gonna brake, I'm braking. Now I'm gonna turn them off. I'll wait 3 seconds and I'm gonna do it again, and only one of them will do it. Ooh. And so if I want them both to do it now, I'd have to wait 10 seconds because that's what the timeout is on this. But if I wait only 1 second, they'll both come on solid immediately. See that? Or 2 seconds. But if I wait 3 seconds, then one of them will do it. Okay, so hope you were following me. I just want to kind of demo that really quick. That's going to be a little gem, little nugget. I'm coming up with ideas on how I can. Arden says hi. Hi, Arden. I'm gonna come up with ways that I can package up these 1 hour live streams and make them a lot more valuable. So I think a lot of these are gonna go to unlisted. These long, single, like start to finish live streams are gonna go away from the YouTube channel. I'm gonna upload them to a free course that people can just binge watch so that it's all there at full length and you can watch it all. And then I'm gonna take just the little nuggets, the little awesome highlights of this, kind of like Joe Rogan does on his podcast. And I'm going to re-upload them as little standalone clips. And it'll just be a different little format, something that I can use to keep uploads regular on the channel so that we can keep uploads to maybe like 3 or 4 a week. Yeah. Okay, let's go. We got more. So we showed everything so far on owls except for some turn signals. So off with ye brakes and then turn signals. That's some weird turn signals, bro. So here's my straight up advice on everything. It's so interesting how that does that. My advice is that your brake light needs to be more practical. This goes for everybody, but if you saw that this is the brake light, that was not a good idea because it was already showing something. So the turn signal, not practical. Brake light, not practical. Ooh, that's a weird brake. The guy'd be like, I think your brakes are broken, bro. But it's cool looking. It's just not practical. Street use, you always got to keep practicality in mind. Turn signal, somebody, for example, sees one of the lights, because it's kind of hard to tell too. Like, what's that guy doing? Is one of his lights malfunctioning? Oh no, he's gonna make a right turn. Got it. Something about the directional movement of LEDs zipping across tells people what's happening. I even had a very smart guy that doesn't know anything about lighting, and therefore his idea doesn't really make a lot of sense, suggest to me the other day that, hey, maybe you can make something with greetings from India. What up? That's Rayan. Rayan Fernandez. That is an interesting last name from India. Hi. So this guy's idea was, if you set it up to where your turn signal is ambiguous, right? It's like, currently that's how it is. It's like you turn it on, ambiguous meaning like you don't really know specifically. It's kind of this like vague overview of like, my car's gonna be not going straight, probably, because I should be turning. Maybe my turn signal's on accident. It's probably because I'm about to turn. You don't know if I'm gonna U-turn, so don't try to tuck in behind me because I might just clip you on my way. And the guy that's wanting to make, his turn, if you're just gonna go left, he can make his right turn from that same street, right? He's coming from where you're going. But if you're gonna do a U-turn, he doesn't know that. So he might just go at the same time as you do, you U-turn, he right turns, you guys, and that sucks, right? Because the turn signal is ambiguous. It's not super clear about what's gonna happen. So this dude's idea was, if you hit the turn signal that says that you're gonna do a U-turn, then the animation can do a U-turn. And I'm like, cool, but there's not like 2 clicks on the dial. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm gonna do a really big left turn, like a U-turn. And then how would you trigger that on something like a ghost module? So I was kind of like, yeah, like I was trying to say like, that's a really stupid idea without saying that and being like, yeah, it's, you know, it's an interesting thought. How I'm gonna pull that off, because his idea was like, yeah, you should make that. I don't think I should. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna do that. But in any case, that's what it is. There's Yazid. What up? And we're gonna move on to more stuff. Ready? So we've got our turn signal. My idea for my guys is that brake lights, you want them to be very easy to understand. So in most cases, and on some I've seen on this challenge, they're really cool. We're about to look at more of those right now. But I think simple is better and quick and to the point with brakes is a safety thing, right? You're stepping on the brakes, you're not trying to wow anybody, you're just trying to let them know you're braking. So that's one thing. Turn signal, kind of the same deal, but you've got a lot of room for creativity to throw in there. Creativity on brake lights, not so much. I would say be less creative on brake lights, be more creative on things like that, turning on your parking light. And then one thing I'm not sure. Okay, so that is a switchback, not a non-switchback. Interesting. Okay, we're gonna do my dude Vincent's file. And yesterday I skipped his turn signal like a big schmuck face, and I'm not gonna do that today. So I'm not actually even sure which file I just loaded. Vincent, right. That is gonna be our passenger side light. So here we go. I'm plugged into passenger side and we're programming. Sweet. Safety is key when brakes are involved. I agree, Tim Shields. I agree. All right, now we're gonna unplug this bad boy. Plug it in here. I really feel like these are about as easy to manipulate and goof around with as you can. Like, how much faster would it need to be? Right? Like me sitting here, loading all of this stuff up, real time. I'm live streaming it. It's not super difficult to do it. It's pretty fast. I think even the idea of doing this all with Bluetooth would not save you time. And I think time's the only thing that's really important. I really, truly believe that. Convenience is nice. Making things for dumb people is fine. But this isn't for dumb people. I'm not anybody that's watching and coherent of this whole topic. If you get any of it. I mean, we have children that are watching with their dads and they're working on the code. Guys, if the kids can get it, there's no excuse. Like, all of you guys are smart dudes because you're following this and working on it. So if anybody is ever coming at this like, oh, it's too hard, no, that's not for me, I just think that's a cop-out. I really do. I don't think that everybody should do it. I just don't think that it's too hard for anybody because we got kids doing it, right? Right. Cool. Let's check out files. Here we go. Show mode 1. The fishy. So this is our fisherman. This is our fishy. I don't know what happened here. I don't know. I think we could look at the files in a bit and maybe try to come up with what happened. But this is show mode 2, and I love this. I really love this one. And I think just like with Tim's, it's offset by one LED. And so the place that it stops is specific to how the other lights were wired up, the 09s. So I just take fault for it. I think that's the best way to put it. The reason that these things don't match up perfect, like the 09 to 14s, is my fault. GoPro just was like, F you, bro. Over it. So that's that. This is less exciting than I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be so cool seeing it on the 15 tails. But it looks as though because I messed everything up and wired these things just one LED different than the other ones, just stuff was lost in translation, unfortunately. But pew pew pew, I don't think will be lost. So let's check out this turn signal. I mean, that's just always a good thing. Pew pew, pew pew pew, pew pew pew. Watch when it adjusts. See the stutter? Look at it adjusting. It's like, I see what you're doing. I see how fast you're signaling. Pew pew pew, pew pew pew. Oh, the nerd in me is so excited right now. Oh goodness. So yeah, like another good example of, we've got our parking light on, right? Getting there, getting there. Okay, we're there. We will increase the speed on that when we edit the code later. But like, you know, what's that guy doing? Oh, I'm gonna think he's turning right, because that's kind of ridiculous if his car is doing that and he's not about to make a right turn. That's screaming to the universe, I'm turning right. Right? Okay. Hope we're on the same page there. Brake light. Pow. Super clean, super efficient. Nobody's confused. Step on them again within a couple seconds. Boom. Now, an interesting thing about this setup, which I'm not showing right now because it's just the wiring's not dialed in yet, but it will be, is there is an outer ring on these. I can kind of maybe briefly explain you. Nah, not really. Not without messing up the stream, so I'm not going to do it. But there's a halo on the outside. So while all of this cool stuff is going down, there's also the outer ring halo. So I think I'll continue on these a bit. I've got another project that's in front of these to finish, and then I'll go back to these, and we got the Lambo tails to dial 100% into. So as the contest is wrapping up, these will find their way back on, and they will just be a little bit further dialed in. I'm not going to redo the wiring though, because the wiring's crazy difficult. Okay. All right, we are going to check out. Did we do everything on Vincent's? We did, right? Yep. We did parking, brake, turn signal, all of that, which leads us down to my man John Paul. Let's see, driver's side taillight. Which one's plugged in right now? Driver's side. Woot. All right. Turn off the lights. Cool. Wow, that is a nice slow animation. All right, here we go. Loading John Paul's files. We're about halfway through, which means that we are going to do the Genesis Coupe Tail Lights next. Jason Walsh says, where's the Pontiac Aztec taillights? Not here, bro. Probably not ever gonna be here, but hopefully you're the guy that can make those taillights so I could tell people about you. I'm not doing it. Ready? We're gonna do one more file. That is the driver's side. Wait, we're driver's side now, which means we need passenger side for John Paul. Sweet. And then we gotta move this guy over to this pin. Something about these particular lights makes it way easier because the two plugs, the pins are like right next to each other here on the bench. Kind of nice. Jason, are you friends with Walter White? Oh man, isn't that Heisenberg? Is that the name? Did I get it wrong? Did I get it right? Could that be cool? Gosh. John Paul's file. Wind up, unwind, wind up, unwind. That's so dope. Again, these were all designed for the 09 to 14s, yet on this one it translates well. Anybody agree with me? I don't see any. I am the danger. Yes. Oh good. I love when people play with the quotes in the movies and the shows and the things that are just in line with my brain. Look at that though. That's dope. And they're not even in perfect alignment, but they look right. Ooh, nice. Al, what'd you think about your lights on here? I loved your first show mode. Looks super good on here. Yeah, man. John Paul, crushing. Boom. Show mode 2. Oh, dude, that's that full ghost. That's that full shadow animation. So what John Paul has done here is he's loaded up all of the steps to be shadow. So there's a bunch of custom steps, but I'm just kidding. There's just no show mode 2. All right, that's his brakes. This is the brake light one that I liked a lot. All right, that is parking light, which I also dig. I think it translates just fine. I think it's weird how these things, like, I think that translates fine, but I don't like it as much on this as I did on the other ones. But I like the show mode just as much on this as the other one. Very weird. Brake light. That's super dope. Let's see it again without parking lights. And then how long is this timeout? I'm gonna give it 2 seconds. This time I'm gonna give it 3 seconds. Nice. So we got a 3-second timeout. And then we're gonna go with the turn signal on both. And I think that translates just fine, dude. Sick. Woo woo! Hey, mommy, what's that guy doing in front of us? Oh, you can't tell? He's gonna woo woo to the right. That car is woo wooing in the way he wants to go. Get it? Ooh, and he's got the animated switchback on that. Interesting. Cop's like, what? Wait. I can't tell. Did you do something bad? Cool thing is that in Europe this is illegal, and my dude totally made this from Europe. He's like, if I could do the things I wanted to do, I would woo-woo to the right in red, not amber. Take that, street cop. Got it. Street cops are dope, by the way. Everybody's wonderful on the planet. But I think a lot of people step on our fun. I don't enjoy that at all. Especially when you guys just make such awesome stuff like this. Look at that. Look at that glorious thing. So that is it. That is our Genesis, or that's our GTR taillight wrap up of the stuff. I'm going to assume certain things, but I'll ask you, how did you like those animations on the 2015 plus in comparison to the 09 to 14s? You tell me that. I am going to roll this so that while I'm getting these Genesis Coupe lights down, you guys have something to look at. Okay. So, anybody see that that background light all of a sudden pop on when I walk back there? 15 bucks, little man. That was my wife got me that. Those little shop lights. For Father's Day. For my boys. I am their father. Okay, so we've got these XK glow little doodads. Why are you not on, bro? I want you to see this. Man. Okay. got these little guys, and I am going to wire them as such. White wire, fascia. White wire goes into the plus. Blue wire goes into blue, green to green. I'm just kind of coming up with this weird little way of doing all this stuff, specifically so that I can help you guys do the same and have some method to the madness. But what I want to see happen is I want you guys to be able to, as you're starting to design your own ghost modules and stuff, I want you to have nice little test units, not just to test, but to show off on social media so that I can prop you up and put you out there wherever I can. Go, you bastard. So yeah, I mean, here's the idea. If you're like me, you spend a gross amount of time building lights, and then you get to the end and you're like, oh, I'm done with these things. I can ship them out and have them off my plate. You're not thinking that. You're like, oh, I'm done with these things. Now I want to test them. Now I want to take a video of them. Now I want to show other people. Now where I get weird is I'm like, now I need to make like all the guides of how to do this, how to do that, like all these steps, and I add too much to it at the end. And so for me, a big important part of all of this is, am I going to be able to do that? Am I going to be able to show people what I want to show them and not spend a ridiculous amount of time setting all that up? So for example, right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to unplug this little wire. So I've got a wire right behind this light, and it's hooked up to an XK Glow little easy, just put the little tabs down, slide the wire in there, good to go. Now this can come off of the bench. Wow. And in its place can go this. And now with one little plug, my dude is back in business. I'm already plugged back in to this little remote control box, and I'm all dialed. Like I could literally push the button. I'll hook these two up right now. My power and ground are over here. But if I hadn't have disconnected this, now we've got a GTR light and a Genesis Coupe light. And they're both being controlled by the same remote. Interesting, right? So I think that's cool. So let me get this guy unplugged out of here. Oh, that was my headphones. I need better headphones. I feel like the lights just went out, but it was just the sound. And not in your ears, but in mine. Don't drop Genesis Coupe lights, bro. Oh. Okay, now unfortunately, I have to do all those steps again because I unplugged this because I'm running low on XK Glow connectors, which is a good thing. That just means that I've been working on all kinds of lights. But I do need to get a whole handful. I need to hit these guys back up. I was right in the middle of filming a whole bunch of stuff. A lot of it had to be reshot. COVID kind of was like, nah, you're not going to do that right now. And I sure think they could use some of those videos about right now. Here we go. Plugged in. Power and ground hooked up, and now we're going to check out some lights. Now the thing that's going to suck right now is that I am not prepared in the least with your guys' files. Start with the ones that I know I got, which are Tim's and Vincent's. And then I'm going to fit in the others probably tomorrow. Now Ainsley says hi. Hi Ainsley. Did you tell your daddy he's a coding ninja? You didn't know this, but while you sleep at night, he trains to be a coding ninja. A ninja. It's the best. A safe kind. He's not in any danger. But he's a sneaky ninja. Makes those codes though. Daddy, are you a ninja? I hope this only leads to good things, Tim. My bad. All right. Let's see our animations come to life on the screen. Coding ninjas. Take a picture, bro. I got kids. My 3-year-old right now is melting my heart. He is the biggest, just destroyer of nice things and easygoing good times and all of that. But the kid, he's so cute. He just messes up my heart so bad. The things he says, I just had the fattest conversation with him last night. Just asking him all kinds of stuff. Sorry, I'm totally messing with this because I don't like it. But yeah, dude. Kids. It's literally only about that for me. Nice. That's actually a pretty cool view. I hate this shirt. It's just the only one that was clean. My bad. Okay. So here's where we're at. That is a stacking show mode. Actually, this is... Whose file is that? I think that was John's night, right? Cool. All right, let's do this. Let's dive in. Let's check out some codes. But yeah, again, on the subject. I'm not doing this for the things that make the most money, because there's so many things that make good money and they're bad for you. They're just not good. Most things, to be honest. I don't judge anybody that does those bad things if their intent is to provide and all that. I also say it's a bunch of crap when someone's like, my life has to suck so that you can have a good life. I'm like, yeah, but what are you telling your kid? You got one shot, don't lose it, otherwise it's all over. Life is long. You have lots of opportunity. That's why I'm glad that you guys are here, because it tells me that you guys think that despite having families, having all the craziness going on in your worlds, you're still down to do something and learn something new, and that's the best. That's what you should teach your kids, not go to school, get the thing, and then you only have one shot, and if you don't use that piece of paper with a big shiny star on it, then your life is over. Nah, I don't think so. Come on, man. But if you're like Chris and you're not organized, life's gonna be harder. I freaking promise. Oh God, my wife. She is not a fanboy. She's a realist. She's like, you are a mess, and I'm like, I know. In the best way though. She only tells me I'm a mess after she cleans up my messes, and then I'm like, yeah, I know I'm a little bit all over the place. So let's try this again. I've got my drive. I know I got all my downloads, and I got the one yesterday from Tim, which says challenge. Boom, got him. Cool. All right, we're gonna look at Genesis Coupe. I'm just so thankful right now that I actually found this file. Try something. I'm gonna try to Control C this little Control C, and then I'm gonna hop over to y'all. Wait, no, I'm definitely not gonna mess with that. This is this is why we have to trim so many things out, because it's just not a good look. All right, this one we're gonna go to 10. I give it a 10, and we're gonna Control V. Does it work? Ooh, buddy, it worked. And we're gonna back, so that says 21 channel right. Go 21 channel left. Control C this, and boofed it. Sweet, that was good. While I'm on this subject, I'm going to get my dude Vincent as well, which is here. Oh, he's already got it. Sweet. Okay, then we are ready to open up our sequence designer and look at these files. And when we do that, say right here, which is passenger side, And on this one, we will say left. Just gonna be Tim. I'm so close. When I try to read chat while I do all this stuff, I take forever. And then left is driver's side, right? Wow. Got him. Okay. We're good. Gracie should do her stickers just like animations made by Gracie. Yes, I agree. Let's see. I missed some things. Let me see what they say. These are ones that worry me as I cannot remember what I done. Dude, I'm with you, John Paul, totally. Let's see. Okay, good. Gracie is the pro. She's a lazy teenager today, still sleeping. Hey, it's all good. As long as she doesn't beat me with the BF1, I have no clue what you guys are talking about. Anyway, I'm glad you guys are chatting. Let's load this up. I actually want to go through the file first. So we got our turn signal. And this is what I do for anybody like John Paul that it is like me in that you struggle to really know what it's going to look like ahead of time. This is very much Tim's same turn signal he did on the GTR, where it starts in the center and it fans out to the side and bounces back. So that's what his signals are going to do. And on certain lights, that's going to translate better than others. I think he's got like a double diamond on the GTR because there's two tails, so they kind of equally fan out. This one's a little different because it's just one diamond right here that kind of fans out to the side and then back in. Brake light looks like some fancy twinkles. Interested to see how practical that looks. Might be dope, might be dangerous, but I bet it's dope. Ooh, different sections. I like. Ooh, that's a big one. Look at how huge that file. Look what my dude did. This is what we talk about, like looking at the coding, like the Matrix. Just seeing those numbers literally streaming down like that as I scroll down. I can just see what's going to be happening. It's so dope. It's stacking in the middle and going out towards the side and then thinning out in the middle again. Man, that's dope. I'm excited to see what that looks like. Okay, parking light. We're going to have a fan out from the outside in. And then, yeah, and that's it. That's cool. It's a nice, quick, practical look. Show mode 2. Oh, we're going to have some shadow animations. Let's see if I scroll down. Shadows and stacking. Cool. Ooh, shadow and then reverse shadow. So it's like this little chunk of code right here is just one little group of LEDs moving through. That's very much like Knight Rider style, which is going back and forth through. And then we've got the reverse of that after a bunch of strobes, which I'm super excited to see how that wigwags. Now we've got reverse. So this is shadow animation. So wherever you see those blanks bouncing side to side, that's equivalent to a shadow bouncing left to right. Okay, I'm super pumped to see all this. I hope that breakdown of the code is of any value to you as well, because I mean, I know that a lot of you guys don't get to see what you're working on. Dude, 82%. Thank you, Tim. That just tells me hours. Super dope. Okay, text file received. 82, so we're good. Let's load up the first one, which is going to be, oh, these are the plugin type. These suck. That's funny. So I made these modules quite a while back, and you can't see it too well, but there's just tiny little pins on the actual Ghost module themselves, and I have to hold them in. And as I do that, the computer is going to tell me if I'm an idiot or not. It's going to be like, it's connected. Oh, it's not connected. It's connected. Oh, it's not connected. So right now, I was trying to open a file, and we're going to call this, which file? That's driver's side, which is left. So I'm going to program it. Now, a lot of times I get these wrong because I move my hand or something like that as it's trying to load it, and it's like, F you, that didn't work. But hopefully it does. Let's see. Boom, got one. All right. So where this sucks, unlike the last lights, what was that? Oh, this actually has pins on this one. Nice. Sweet. Okay. So it's like, device isn't there. You're stupid. And I'm like, nah, it's there. I got it. And this one should be the... What is this? Right. Okay. Oh, so much of a lead up, huh? Are we good? I don't see any flashies. It says we're good. I believe it. Let's see Tim's files. Ready? Let's go. Show mode 1. Ooh. I like the difference between the two. Whoa. That's crazy. One side builds up while the other is unloading. This is crazy. This is some high level stuff. Like your brain's trying to like understand what it's seeing here. How's it looking at this real time, Tim? This is like, especially with this weird background music, this is pretty cool. Tension builds. This looks wigwag to me, is it not? Is it not supposed to be? Dude, that looks oh, so he says I retract my previous statement. I like though. Dude, that's the best, seeing your own stuff. Okay, here we go. Damn. I think this is the big dog. This is crazy. I feel like I'm at like the screening of a new movie right now. Yo, if somebody had this on the back of their car, I'd be like, what? It's one thing if it's like a big dumb panel of LEDs that looks like somebody just kind of slapped it in or forced it in a position. This is like the factory LEDs. Just getting controlled boss style, like so good. That was crazy. I'm into it. What do you guys think? Was that ridiculous or was that ridiculous? Very cool, Tim. Good job, sir. Your kids should be smiling big. Daddy's a ninja. Ooh, check out that crazy brake. I thought that was pretty sick too. Look how clean that is, dude. Look at the bright leading into dim. Oof. I want to see the code on that. All right. For brake. Look at that. All bright. No. Oh no, I'm sorry. Parking is what I'm looking for. So look at the beginning of all of these steps. They all have a leading LED that's bright. Or 2 LEDs. So it starts with 1, and then it turns to 2 bright LEDs, 1 dim, and then it just keeps adding in the dims, and then it gets all the way to the end where those 2 bright points meet, and they make a baby. And then they're just like a big dim spot. That is so cool, dude. Boop. Oh, when 2 people come together and love each other, boop, that's what they make. So good. Check out the timeout feature. So this is a trip for me. Watch this. I thought the music was over. Okay, so when I push the button and I push it on, turn it off, look how instant that is. That's not always the case. I don't understand why certain files dim down. Maybe Kyle and Dan can address that from Ghost. Because this is instant off, instant on. This is perfect. And then if we wait a couple seconds, blah, 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 so good. All right, let's check out that brake. Oh, so good. Like this is, got it. All right, Tim, let's check out your turn signal. You know what I'm so happy to say right now? With love. This is not my favorite use of the LEDs on the super interesting looking taillight. Only because you can do such cool directional stuff with it. And I think it can be a little confusing starting from the center. I'm turning, I mean, not really confusing. It is absolutely coming on. Something also about it starting small and growing. It's only at its brightest point for just the second. You know, the cool thing is it doesn't matter what I think, because my vote's only one vote. Plus, who likes a teacher's pet? Everything Tim does is perfect. Well, except for those turn signals. Chris was saying that he not. Yeah. Nobody actually has those thoughts, by the way. I think it's just me, because I'm like a Tim fanboy over here. These animations are amazing. They're freaking cool. I can't help it. Okay, we're at the top of the hour. I'm gonna do one more. And this is one of my other favorite people on the planet. Goes by the name of Vincent. You know what I love about Vincent? He's watched a lot of my stuff. He's told me a lot of stuff about his life. I think that's so cool with all of this, right? We actually get to become friends, like legit. Like, I don't talk about my life to my friends. Like my neighbor Vlad, my best friend on the planet, and I'm a jerk to him. I'm the worst. I think I'm not a fun, like I just do not have any barrier about things I don't say. I say crude jokes. Like we get mad at each other when we get drunk and all that. So I try not to drink anymore. But they can all drink. They're all good to go. I just don't like waking up and being like, I don't feel good. I don't want to make stuff. Or like, man, I was a little bit aggressive last night. Or like, what did I do last night? I don't know. I want to be like, I know what I did last night and I'm stoked about it. So nobody made me, but I feel better about it. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, let's go for Vincent. We're gonna open up the Genesis driver side. They both say driver, but he said side 1 and side 2. That works. Whatever. So I'm gonna give side 1, I guess. I'm gonna compile and load that up to whatever is currently connected. Did you guys hear that? 51%. Not bad. I know you can't see what I'm doing. Sorry. I know this is super exciting. See me clicking on things. How you guys are still watching me do all of this silly stuff. 46 days into it. I'm happy to not need to understand why. I'm just gonna keep doing it. And programming complete. I am now going to plug this into the stupid side, which I don't enjoy doing. Wow. Okay, so now we're gonna open up, what was this? Vincent side 1. Now we're gonna say Vincent side 2. Ooh, and he doesn't have his cool GLCs either. So he didn't even get to enjoy the fancy curve as he made all of this. Let's say open project, Vincent, and side 2. We're the same, right? Whoa, wait, what? Huh. Oh no, that's Park. Jeez, I got scared there. I was like, no, Vincent. But his turns are different, right? I'm not stupid, right? Side 1 Genesis Coupe, whatever. I'm rolling with what I got. I'm rolling with it. What I think we might end up doing on Vincent's stuff is exporting GLS files and making a Vincent Frankenstein thing. Or I'll have him do it. I don't know what's going on. Okay, here we go. Side 2, loading up. These may or may not be opposite sides. programming away. Fat Kid said, hot. Tim says, I have more files. I can send you at least 5 of these probably. You know how I want them, bro. Zipped up together. Zip them all up, not individually zipped and then zipped as a group, but just all unzipped, and then highlight all of them, send them all to one compressed folder. I'll be smiling, bro. Smiling. I can just move all those things. Less clicking, as you see. The dude's not particularly talented at file management. Ready? Parking light. I mean, actually, show mode 1. Huh. That looks very in sequence, right? I can't tell. Weird. It looks like they're all off by 1 step so that they are actually one than the other. Interesting. Whoa! I like this. It's not wigwagging, but I like it. Great example of the fact that despite this contest being about it bouncing from one side to the other, I mean, they really are pretty freaking cool when they're in perfect sequence. Oh, that was a wigwag break. Am I wrong? Let's look at the code real quick. I think I just saw a wigwag break, which is interesting. So that is instant on step 1. And this is instant on step 1. So I'm just a silly man. Okay, never mind. I guess it's just because they're offset on this. And it, no, yeah, they're not plugged in. Okay, parking light. Nice mellow. So see the difference of how it's very similar to Tim's parking light turning on. But that addition that Tim did of the bright ends coming together, or in this case it would be like the bright ends leading the way and then disappearing when they hit the end. I think that would be a super sick little touch. And what that would look like on the code is on your parking light sequence, instead of it just being the dim like that, you'd basically have it swap to bright. Let's see, swap dim and bright. Yeah, so you basically have it to where the outside guys are bright. Ooh, this would even be cool because Tim did it with 2, and I think that made a big difference. So I guess this would be bright too. Burp, 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 and then yeah, that would be cool. Let's just do this to wrap up here because I want to give a cool demo. Just one little critique, one little thing that can be made extra. So as you can tell, I'm just doing lots of clickies. And then we're gonna demo these side by side before I kill it for the day. Thank you guys so much for the submissions too. We're gonna go over the other Genesis Coupe ones first thing tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. That will be glorious. Probably have a little bit more viewers as well. Maybe not, maybe so. Maybe less. Maybe you guys are tired of hearing me say things all the time. Maybe you're not. All dim. Okay, so we got one extra step. Burp. And it moves forward by 2 or 1 every time. No, it doesn't. So 2 extra steps. All dim. Cool. Compiling. This, oh god, I don't even, so the second one I did was 2, and that was this one right in front of me. So let me load that up. That was the second one that we loaded. It should ask me if I want to reload it. Maybe. Guess it didn't. Sweet. So I'm gonna say side 2 again. And I'm fairly certain that it was Damn, which one did I do? I guess side 2 is this one then. In any case, let's find out. Okay, parking light. Ooh, you see that little extra flash that we got going? Look at those 2 leading LEDs on the right side of the screen. Such a nice subtle little touch. 100% Tim right there. You tell me, which do you like more, right or left? If you're in chat. Something cool to think about as you're designing little subtle things. I think those little tiny cues, without it being like this monster animation, it still packs in a punch just by having that one thing. So this does not have the bright leading LEDs, and this one does. Just a cool little thing. So good. All right. DP says right. DJ says right. TS says right. Very cool. All right. Well, that's so far for today. I am going to chop this up a bit. Christian Cortez says right. Jason says right. Definitely. Cool. I like this. This is a little gem. A little gem. This is a little gem. There's a lot of these in the hours and hours and hours and hours of content. 50 hours. 50 solid hours of me sitting here talking to you in this live stream. I'm going to be doing some stuff with with all of this content and chopping it up, repurposing. It's gonna be cool. I want to preserve the 50 uncut hours of it, and so that'll probably just go live on the website. And meanwhile, we're gonna keep doing this over the next couple days. So hang with me. Keep. I mean, hey, seriously, if you're watching this and you're just like, "Dang, he's not." I've only gone over half of the lights. We did the GTR Tail Lights yesterday, and only 4 guys. And then today I did basically a repeat of that, which wasn't even that good because it wasn't the taillights that those files were made for. And then I did the Genesis Coupe, only 2 of those 4 guys. So we still need at least 1 more guy for this contest to upload files. So that 1 guy is probably you, whoever you are. Be that guy. Load up files. I'll see you guys tomorrow. It'll be a good time. And enjoy your Sundays. I'm gonna go swimming at my in-laws' house. It's gonna be dope. DJ Boom says, if I could only use WinZip though. Bro, you can email me any way you want. You don't have to do it the way that I'm telling everybody to do it if you can't for some reason. I'd love to help you figure out zipping files though. We'll talk more about that later. DJ Boom. You're the man. Love you guys. See you tomorrow morning.